This is Chandler for the Grappling Conjecture, and today I have some big news. Lots of people are talking about ADCC, but there's actually a competitor for it, and today let's talk about how it came about and what's happening. If you've been on Instagram or Reddit, you've probably seen a lot of buzz about a new promotion and lots of money. But let's see how this got started. All this started months ago, and it had to do with pay at ADCC. Here's an article where they talk about it. The owner of ADCC owes us nothing, says Gordon Ryan, defends low pay at ADCC. So you can see here, one of the organizers of ADCC that sets up the promotion and everything talks about this and talks about how it costs so much money, they can't pay, etc. Relevant parts here are ADCC Worlds is by far the most attended and most watched and greatest grappling event in the world. There's no comparison. This is a fact, which is absolutely true. ADCC is the #1 event in no-gi grappling. At least that's where it is in 2024 right now. Later on, we'll see. Now here at the bottom, he says, if you think you can do better, go raise $2 million just to pay for T-Mobile Arena, not to mention all the other costs, and do it yourself. Do it. Let's look at what some other people had to say about this. Under this, you can see a comment from John Belushi's mom, who's actually Craig Jones. Under this, you see somebody really smart and handsome and knowledgeable also comment. They say, honestly, they could just move to a slightly smaller venue and cut the production costs, and double the prize money. The biggest complaint from the last ADCC was the production. I think this is a fair point by this handsome and wise man. And also, this same person commented in another thread months ago about this as well. So someone asked, ADCC only pays $10K for the winner, and they want to know why this is the case. This seems like a small amount of money. Same person here comments and says the problem is that the money hasn't changed since ADCC was founded in 2000. I think that's actually wrong. I think it was 1999 or 1998. But the point still stands. The prize money has not increased, although inflation has. Now, here they talk about another important point here. I think ADCC would need $160K to double the prize money, although I think it should be even higher than that. In my opinion, it's just a start. ADCC has 1FC and Joe Rogan as sponsors. Between them, Mo, and the founders, $160K shouldn't be that hard to find. They need to do something before other events come in and take their spot as the premier grappling organization. They don't want to be in the same place as IBJJF when it comes to no-gi. And this will prove to be the case. So, let's see what's happening now. Craig Jones took them up on their offer and has started his own event, the Craig Jones Invitational. Now, there's lots of other invitationals and events around, but what makes this different is the highest paying grappling event in history. This event will pay $10K just to show up. It will be $1 million prizes. There'll be 2 divisions, an under 80 kilogram and over 80 kilogram division, and each of these divisions will have a grand prize of $1 million each. This is almost unheard of. This is actually the biggest payout I've ever heard, and this is pretty much life-changing money. So what they're trying to do is offer an alternative to ADCC where athletes can get more and more money. Let's look at some of the people that decided to switch. The first one that was announced was William Tackett, and I believe his brother Andrew Tackett. Both of them won the latest trials. I was really looking forward to seeing them at ADCC, and they're out. They're in this Craig Jones Invitational. They're in CJI, sorry. Next person we have is just announced today. We have Luke Rockhold in there. He's going to be for, I believe, the over 80. For the Tackett brothers, I'm guessing William Tackett will be over 80 and Andrew Tackett will be under 80 division. Nicky Ryan just said he's in, so he's going to be in here for the under 80 kilogram division. You see here J-Rod saying, I'll do CJI just to beat you in competition. So there's other people. And I believe Joseph Chen has also moved over from ADCC to CJI. I haven't even checked this page, to be honest, so I don't even know what's here yet. Probably mostly the same information here. But the very big one is Fionn Davies. Fionn Davies is the reigning ADCC champion. They don't even have a female division for CJI. I'm guessing they might do a super fight, or maybe they're going to do a smaller tournament. I don't know exactly what it is, but Fionn says she's going to be there. So you can read about it here, and she's going to be in there. She's in. She's going to be making money. So I think this will be a really, really good chance for lots of grapplers to make money. Let's talk about some of the other things besides just who's in it. This whole CJI thing seems to have come about as a response to the low pay at EBI. At first, it seemed that Craig Jones just wanted to do something to kind of raise money and get people paid from ADCC, especially the people that didn't actually make it on the podium. And so he wanted to do something, and it looks like this is his solution. I think it actually serves two purposes. One, it gets people paid now, but I think it also puts pressure on ADCC to actually increase their prize money. Not increasing your prize money for over 20 years is kind of nasty. At the time, it was actually a good amount of money, so maybe in 1999, $10,000 for a grappling tournament was actually great. But now, WNO, Polaris, EBI, Combat Jiu-Jitsu, PGF, etc. are all paying more as their grand prize. It's one of the lowest paying ones now, as opposed to when they started, probably the top paying one. And I think that can change. There's lots of viewers. It is the most popular grappling event. But, as I said, if they keep dragging their feet, it's not going to be like that for long. They really need to keep the athletes. If they keep losing premier athletes at this rate, ADCC is going to be a second-rate tournament, and I don't really want to see that. I want to see more CJI, but I'm hoping this will get ADCC to change, put more prize money up, and then CJI can go to another time of year so we can get both of them together. That'll be better for everyone, I think. So far, we don't know much about CJI, but I'll tell you what we do know. We know that each person invited will get $10,000 just to show up. I think he actually said $10,001 to make it more than the ADCC grand prize. But there's that. We know there's going to be 16 people in each division. It's going to be divided into an under 80 kilogram and over 80 kilogram division. Another thing we know is it's going to be in the Thomas and Mack Center, I believe. The same venue ADCC was at 2 years ago. So I thought that venue was good. I don't think they actually need to move up. That venue was good, so I think it's a great venue. It should seat lots of people. I don't know how many tickets they're selling, but I believe they are selling tickets to it, so you can see it live in Las Vegas if you want to go. Another thing is there's going to be $1 million grand prize for each of the winners. I don't know what's going on with Fionn Davies. They haven't announced anything about her. I'm guessing she's not going to be fighting against men, so I'm guessing they're either going to have her do a super fight or they're going to have maybe a smaller women's division there. But that should be cool. Another really, really cool thing is apparently it's going to be in the pit. So you know the Karate Combat pit where you can't go out, you're just going to hit the side of the pit walls and fall down? They're going to have that. So hopefully this will be less ring outs, and I think it should actually be safer for the competitors. I know at ADCC when you go off the mats, they're just on concrete and they let you wrestle there. You see people get slammed into tables and all sorts of things. And hopefully this will not only make it safer for the athletes, but there'll be less stops in the action because of out of bounds. So I think that's overall better.
What else?
Finally, one of the best things about this is, from what Craig Jones said, this will be streamed on YouTube for free. We're not going to have to pay anything. You can watch it. This is going to be great if that's the case. Everybody will be able to watch this and enjoy themselves. And for the athletes, this will be good because people will actually get to see them. When people's matches are behind paywalls, it makes it hard for people to get into the sport because How are you going to root for somebody if you can't even see them? You want to actually know who these people are and kind of see what the sport is like before you drop some money on a streaming service. So I think this is great. So that's what we know about CJI. To be honest, I still like ADCC. I want to see that, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Why don't you tell me, which one do you want to see me cover? Do you want to see me spend more time on ADCC, or do you want to see me spend time on CJI? They're going to be on the same date. I think CJI starts one day before, so I think there's going to be some overlap between them. So in real time, I won't be able to cover them, but maybe I'll get to whichever one I'm not covering in real time later. Let me know down below which one you think I should cover. We don't have a ton of info about CJI right now, but I'm sure more info will be coming soon, so subscribe and stay tuned, and I'll try to update you as I know. I'll also try to cover some ADCC stuff too, and some other good stuff. So, till next time, see you.